This programme is brought to you by UCL, London's global university.
The library strategy is being launched formally at the Library Services Staff Conference here in UCL on the 4th of August. It's a very important document for us and for UCL because it sets out what the library is going to be doing in the next 4 years. It's a very exciting time to be here because the strategy identifies lots of new areas into which the library can move. The background is that the Provost has issued a green paper, soon to be a white paper, which sets out the principles which UCL should follow in the way it develops and grows in the coming years. The challenge for us in the library and for the planning team who have constructed the library strategy is to see how those principles should be applied to library and information services. UCL has set us a challenge. They have asked us to identify what the library needs to do in the next 4 years to make it one of the 10 best research libraries in the world. And that's the context in which the strategy has been produced. We've identified 5 key performance areas with goals in each of these areas that we need to achieve in order to answer the exam question that UCL has set us: what do we need to do to be one of the 10 best research libraries in the world? The key performance areas are these: student experience, research support, space management, healthcare support, widening participation, and social inclusion. The details for all the goals that we've set in each of these areas are on the library web pages under the strategy section, and I encourage you to go and look at those documents in order to familiarise yourself with what we're trying to achieve. Let me say something about one of the key performance areas with which I'm particularly closely involved, and that is space management. The UCL Master Plan for the Bloomsbury campus will deliver a fantastic vision for the library in the coming years because we will consolidate in the Wilkins building the main and the science library together. And on the ground floor of this building, what we will do is provide hundreds of IT-enabled social working spaces in the cloisters and in the rooms adjoining the cloisters. We know from our discussions with students that this is the type of provision that they want, alongside traditional quiet study spaces in order to pursue their research and their project work. Of course, we can be quietly satisfied that the origin of the idea for social learning spaces in UCL actually does come from the library, from the learning laboratory that we installed in the ground floor of the DMS Watson building. The UCL Master Plan acknowledges that this has been a tremendous success and so is cascading that vision around the whole of UCL, in the Wilkins building and in the new faculty hubs that will also be created. I'm very pleased that the UCL Library Services strategy is being launched here in August at the UCL Staff Conference for the library. I look forward to working with colleagues both in the library and around UCL to deliver this very exciting vision that UCL has identified for us and is supporting us in achieving. But let me remind you what the exam question is that we've been set. What do we need to do in the next 4 years to make UCL Library Services one of the 10 best research libraries in the world? The strategy identifies what we need to do, and I look forward to working with you all to achieve it.
To find out more about UCL, please visit us at itunes.ucl.ac.uk.